I'm the scat man. I'm the scat man.
Welcome to Covers as Puck Props with 14-year NHL vet Carlo Colaiacovo on Covers presented by Sports Interaction. We are pumping the juice, pal. We are pumping that juice.
Pumping the juice.
Oh, it's nice winning money. It is. It's like being on a heater. It's about as exciting as it gets when you're like, and that goes. Vancouver wins. Oh, it's okay. They still go under 2.5.
Yeah, 100. Everything clicked yesterday. It was a juice pumping type of day.
On a day with only 2 games, and there was only 5. There's only 7 total goals scored.
Yeah. It was a juice pumping type of day. Great job, buddy. Let's keep it rolling today.
Yeah, so pump that juice there. Over there in chat land, hit that like button. Tim, Mr. Gerg, good day to everybody. Big Mike. Big Mike's all excited. He wants to time to kick significant dick today. Kicking dick is a funny term.
Kicking the dick.
Yeah, kicking dick. All right. Gunther with a ton of shots last night. We waited for that fourth line confirmation. Slav and Doc down to the fourth line. And not just Marty didn't put in there for a shift, right? Like they were there.
It was all game.
Yeah.
Slavkovsky finished with a team low 11 minutes.
So I wanted to go back to him again today. The pair to not record a point is plus 155, but they're still on power play 1, and it's Columbus. So a little worried.
Yeah.
Just take my money and run on that. But today's board's absolutely massive. Been up since 5 o'clock looking at information, not sending out awful tweets that somehow don't get through. But let's get going here. Toronto, Florida. Florida minus 140 total sitting at 6. We're going Toronto money line. Austin Matthews, yes or no playing tonight?
No,
Perfect.
I doubt it.
Awesome. Yeah. That's good. Florida 1-6 straight up in their last 7. Toronto 7-1 in their last 8. Yes, Paul Maurice has been angry at this team, but a couple good angles here. First one, obviously, money on the board for Anthony Stolarz coming in to see his team for the first time. But one you were talking about this morning with Korolnik first up. The boys are getting their rings.
Yeah.
Right? Like 3 guys in that locker room are getting the rings. It's not just one guy. Like everybody will get to touch that ring. Everybody will get to see what that's like. Yeah. Can you explain to what that might be like a locker room to see, like to dangle the carrot? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know if I can explain it because I've never had that situation in my own experience where I played with a guy who just won a Stanley Cup with a team the year before, and he's getting presented his ring. But I can imagine what the feeling is going to be like. You know, the players on the Leafs probably, saw the dinner celebration. They saw the ring presentation that the Florida Panthers ended up having the night that they did it. And they're like, man, I can't believe I missed out on that. Can't wait to get mine. And the buildup of the game being probably circled on these players' calendars, like, oh, the day's coming. Now you're there and you see pictures of it, but you want to see it and feel it firsthand because it was something you earned. So I can imagine that once the players receive them, there's going to be a huge juice pump that each of them feel. And there's going to be an extra amount of energy that probably these guys play with, but also amount of energy that these guys share with the group that they're with, because if I'm in that room, I want to see it. I want to feel it. I want to try it on. I want to see what it's all about. I want to see all the new, fancy things are. And you want to envision yourself potentially winning one of those one days. And I was always one of those guys where I loved, and I still do, when the rings get designed, no matter what sport it is, I always get curious as to what the rings are going to look like. Or if a new team like the Florida Panthers win a Stanley Cup, I'm always curious as to what logo they're going to use for the middle of the ring. So something like,
here comes the jewelry.
So this is the ring my son's minor hockey team won last year, right? They were the Kings. I mean, but look at this.
Yeah.
Like, this is what 6-year-olds got.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
And so you can imagine
Real
what a
good stuff.
Stanley Cup looks like. Actually, I think I have a.
No, but it's not even like a ring anymore. It's just like a giant piece of jewelry.
Okay, so here's an example. This is the St. Louis Blues one. Okay, a couple
I'd,
years
ra-
ago.
I'd rather your son's ring.
Well, this is a replica ring, right? But
Yeah.
I mean, like the blue note on the ring looks really cool.
Yeah.
Right. So the Panther being on it, everything that the ring represents, it's going to be an exciting night.
And this is probably the last game that these guys will be together before Matthews comes back.
Correct.
Yeah. So there's, I mean, they've believed in themselves, and you have to give this team a lot of credit how they played without it. So not a lot of props value because it could turn into something like we saw in that Vegas game, 3-1, 3-0, 2-1 game.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just go Toronto money line plus 120. Solid price there. Moving on. Minnesota Buffalo. And someone pointed out in the chat, DeBrusk. Yeah, absolutely insane. We got 3 shots from DeBrusk, and I think they had 15 shots in the entire game. They had 20% of the shots.
Buds, both games in the NHL yesterday, you saw a game with a team that won only scoring 15 or only shooting 15 shots in Boston. And you saw a team almost win in Montreal by only having 13 shots on net.
Yeah, that
crazy.
It was.
But I texted you yesterday. Like, I was nervous about the DeBrusk, and we caught the 2.5. We didn't get the ladder, but I said to you, I was like, man, you were bang on with the shot suppression from the Boston Bruins and the way they've bought into playing defense now.
Ooh, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that one too. But first we go Minnesota, Buffalo. Guess where Buffalo was? Sweeping California. 3 straight games. See ya, Kings. See ya, Ducks. See ya, Sharks. Buffalo is here. Guess what? Now they got to go back to the East Coast. This is still a 500 hockey team. Like, let's not get ahead of ourselves in this spot. But love a team coming back. You got Minnesota, who hasn't lost 3 games all year. Gustafsson is a legit Vezina candidate right now. I think he's the number 3, number 4 betting favorite. Let's go Minnesota 3-way money line plus 120. That's a pretty big price in this spot. And then we're going to go Eck and Boldy for a point each. We're going to stack them plus 130.
Okay.
So Kaprizov is back after that scary knee incident. Played 1 game. He played like 21 minutes, so he's good to go. But Boldy and Eck, this is the same price we were kind of getting when they were playing on the second line with Marcus Johansson as their other winger. Now they're playing on the top line with the Thrill, and I think this is a better spot for them. Maybe quicksand, as you say, for Buffalo coming back.
Well, I was just gonna say that. Remind me, Buffalo is coming off of the Western road trip.
Yeah, they swept California,
and Minnesota's only a small favorite against them right now.
Don't get it.
I mean, that seems like it's too good to be true right there.
But it could be the same situation we had in Winnipeg last week, right? We're like, that doesn't make any sense. Well, guess what? Sometimes these lines are soft. He says. And one thing I do like about this, Tage Thompson comes back. Cool, that might sound great, but they've put their entire forward group back into a blender. Top 9 are all mixed up again. Sometimes it takes some chemistry to get things going. Give me Minnesota in that top line with Boldy. But like out of your suggestion there, why do you think it's too good to be true?
For Minnesota?
Yeah, this price.
Because I still don't think the books are respecting how good Minnesota is.
Top 4 team in hockey. Tell me, Carolina. Carolina. Yeah. Carolina may be better than them. Winnipeg is the only clear-cut team I think is better than.
Well, New Jersey point-wise is the only other team. Point-wise, they're the only other team better than them, but they've also played 3 more games than them. But yeah, this is weird.
Minnesota, like you could say, Minnesota's maybe the number 3 team in hockey
right now. Yeah. Yep.
They see Buffalo, who's maybe 1 team.
And Minnesota's coming off of a hard loss against. Actually, they've lost 2 in a row.
They haven't lost 3 all year.
Yeah. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense, man. I mean, even if they don't win, you're getting a really good team at a really good price against a team that's in a very unfavorable schedule spot. I like Minnesota here a lot.
Is he confirmed?
Who?
No, I don't. Like Tim Powell saying is a Fleury. I don't have anything confirmed.
Does it matter?
Yeah. From
Really?
like one of the best goalies in hockey to maybe arguably one of the worst.
Well,
backers.
2 in a row, losing 2 in a row, I think they'd have to go back to their main guy. No, I honestly don't think it matters who's in net. Just Penguins fan says Tage is back for the Sabres tonight.
Yeah, it's fine. He's been practicing for like a week, but I don't. Like I said, the power play is different now. The top 9.
Mr. Gerg says EK has been killing me lately, and I kind of agree with that. Where I've been playing these power play parlays, the round robins, something you tried to hit the other night, went 0-4.
Well, that's you either get them or you don't, right? Like,
I get it. It's a total crapshoot. I totally get it. But
like those are just a bet on price.
Yeah,
more than anything. Like, okay, you're getting plus 700 for what? Like Lafreniere is now down to plus 400.
Yeah. And he got elevated to PP1. I tried to get you the Lane Hudson yesterday. It didn't matter because they didn't.
But that was it. That was a great play.
Yeah.
And, shut up. That's what happens. All right, we move on. But yes, we need that other. We need the Yoel point. We need a Joel point here for sure to stack that up. Let's see some goals in that game. Rangers, Carolina. Come on here. Carolina team total over 3.5 is minus 105. Yes. They've won 8 straight home games. They've scored 4+ goals in all of those home games.
Wow.
They're actually 16-5 on the season on this prop. And
what?
the Rangers are wildly overvalued. And let's not forget that Carolina might have to score their way out of their goalie issues because now Kochetkov is down. And now it's Spencer Martin's turn. And I forget what the number 4 guy's name is. I've never heard of him. I tweeted it out yesterday.
Oh, Spencer Martin.
No, the 4 guy, the guy backing up Spencer Martin today.
I just saw it the other day.
It's not a name that rolls off the tongue either.
No, hang on, I'll find it. Just keep talking.
Any expert can give me any sure bet, please.
Yaniv.
Sure bet. Yeah. Go find your sure bet.
Yaniv Peretz is his name.
That's it. Yanni Peretz. Down the pipeline. That's it. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
All right, but we're going Carolina team total over. Rangers are absolutely struggling. Goaltending's been an issue. Jonathan Quick finally, let's be honest, Jonathan Quick has been playing above his numbers. Shesterkin has been awful. And this is a team that gives up the second most shots in hockey.
Yeah.
The management is calling everybody out. Like, I like guys like Will Cully. Like, there's some young talent in the middle 6.
Right.
How bad is it for New York right now?
Well, I wouldn't say there's the panic button being set, but they're clearly trying to get the attention of some of the players on their team that are underperforming. I don't know how much I really believe that, with the rumors that came out the other day about the certain players, Trouba and Kreider, be available for trade. This is a team we're talking about that's in a Stanley Cup window. You don't trade players like that when you're in a Stanley Cup window. But what they hoped it does is it gets the attention of the players. And that's clearly the type of response that they're going to look for. And as Darren Folks just pointed out, the Rangers lost on Monday against new coach bump, St. Louis Blues. I wish we were doing the show that day because we would have been all over the Blues plus money in that game. First home game after a loss. Yeah. I mean, after a West Coast swing, that happened, but it was also a new coach bump for St. Louis. But, I was talking to, we were talking to Jeff Chikrin today on my show. He's
stud. That was a good interview.
Great interview.
Really good interview.
Yeah, really good interview. He works for the Panthers, and his son's Jacob Chikrin. And he's basically explaining, the Florida Panthers are just in a rut because they're finding it hard to get up for these regular season games because they want to play games that mean something. That's what they're used to doing, and they've gone off to such a great start. And this is a funk that Paul Maurice is trying to get them out of. And I think the same can be said about the New York Rangers, aside from not being in the Stanley Cup final or, going to game 7, this team is like so focused on winning in the playoffs and getting there that I just feel like on a regular Monday or Wednesday night, they just find it hard to get up for games right now, even though they started the season off really good.
As Andy Francis says, they are frauds. And I'll take that.
The Rangers?
The Rangers are scam artists. Absolutely.
Wow.
I'll believe that too. Is that team total excluding OT? No, that team total includes OT
yes.
in that spot for that price. All right. A little player prop in this game too. I'm like, what's Aho and Jarvis for a point? It's like plus 112. I'm like, okay, because this is the line that correlates top line, correlates PP1. I'm like, okay. Well, what's Jarvis for 2.5 shots? Okay. What's Jarvis in a point? Okay, that's like plus 190. But what if I put an Aho point on top of that? So it started Jarvis, Aho point, not enough. Then it went Jarvis shots, Jarvis point.
Ooh.
I'm like, well, I might as well just throw an Aho point in there.
You're just pumping the juice, aren't you?
You got to take swings in hockey because you're probably not going to win 50% of your bets in betting the NHL. Plus 320. Why not? Top line, like I said, Aho, Roslovic, PP1. Third on the team in shot attempts per 60. Second game back from injury. 3 shots on net last game. Let's keep it going. Like I said, New York allows a ton of shots. That's a great play. Oh, you stop it. I haven't heard anybody say that. Stop it. Mika under points and money. You talk garbage. Yes. Go watch Sean Avery and see how often he points out Mika constantly. Like just an absolute whipping boy. But it's just, I think there's just a lot of complacency with those big dogs up there and Kreider's out. So there's issues there. So Carolina, let's hitch our wagon to Carolina. Great spot at home, best home team in hockey over the last half decade, basically. And now comes the special segment, which is we are unloading under stacks in Boston and New York. We saw Boston last night. They can't give up goals. Why? Because
are we calling this the reverse stack because we're betting on unders?
Sure, reverse stack.
You want to stack low?
Okay. Unfolding, right? Yeah, unstacking. Yeah.
Reverse stack. This is the reverse stack.
Okay. Reverse stack. Let's go. Yeah. Reverse stack. Oh, I think I clicked on that one. Sorry, producer Mick. Oh, I'm getting all click button here. But this is it. My favorite on this, and this comes from a lot of losing on these guys. I haven't won a stack on this stupid Boston offense all year, it seems like. David Pastrnak and Pavel Zacha. Not to record a point each, plus 280. Wow. Pretty good. Zacha somehow as a center one, PP1 center, has like 7 points on the year. Mm-hmm. He's absolutely terrible. Next one, Brad Marchand and Lindholm, under a point each, plus 225. Let's go. Let's hope we don't get a power play point from Marchand and Pastrnak. Well, that's fine. Then we go to the full line that we can get for the Islanders. You know why? Because this is a game between 2 of the 4 lowest scoring teams in all of hockey. This game is going to be 1-1 or 2-2. Probably 2-2. Horvat, Lee, Pajot. Man, they just love these guys. Like, nobody moves on from this team, right? If you get traded to the Islanders, you're here for life.
Stuck. Hey, right? If you just trade the island, you get stuck on the island, right?
If you told me, like, Pajot's been there, like, Pajot, this could be, what, his 16th year in the NHL? Like, the guy's been in the league forever. Mm-hmm. All right. But that's plus 450 to stack that entire line under.
Juicy.
Versus Boston, who was it Swayman in net last night? I wasn't even paying attention.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
Anyway, happy with Korpisalo. He's been great. Yeah. He's actually been the better goalie.
Find that
but Swayman was on the horse. Someone let me know. And then the other line, Nelson and Palmieri for plus 280, not to score a point. Yes. I'm doing everyone. I don't think you should pick and choose this game. I think in total, if you look at all 4,
it was Swayman in that. Yes.
Yeah. So I think if you bet all 4 here, 2 of these is very profitable, especially the 450. You could be profitable by hitting one of these.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, but we bring up the same thing, and you agreed with me off the top of the show. You said it was a great angle that you had with Boston suppressing shots. Is that what they have to do now to win games?
I mean,
the offense.
It looks like it because they're getting no offense, right?
Yeah.
I mean, JPC fourth says first period 0-0. That's what does that pay?
Oh, 210 maybe under 1.5 is probably
better.
Yeah, no, under 1.5 is probably minus 135. I mean, but it's another 5.5 total juice to the under. Should we expect anything out of either of these offenses tonight?
No.
There's the clip.
No.
But like,
there's the clip?
Yeah, there's the clip. No.
Me laughing?
No, the clip is no. Should you expect anything from the Islanders offense or Boston's offense?
Yeah, no.
The Islanders offense has been bad. Now they have to run up against a team that is committed to this can't let anybody score because we can't score mentality.
True.
And you might have possibly the worst center situation in all of hockey happening in Boston.
True.
There's the clip again.
Very true.
Man of words. Yep. True. No, but okay. So let's go back here. Toronto. Big locker room day for the boys in Florida. Mm-hmm. Correct?
Yeah. Big time. Big money on the board tonight.
Money on the board today. Stolarz has to get the start. Minnesota. You still don't understand that price.
Do you?
No, that's why I'm betting it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Minnesota, money line. Boldy, Eck, points. Carolina. Just the best. The wagon of, like, they don't slow down and they don't stop scoring. And now they might have to score more because of their goaltending. Over 3.5. And then that weird Roslovic over 2.5 point plus an Aho point. And then finally, the understack game of the century. Bruins Islanders. If that game is 7-5, I'm calling in sick tomorrow.
Well, it's okay. Tomorrow we're not on, so it's an easy excuse to have a sick day.
No, tomorrow's a giant day. So no, that's what we got. Appreciate everybody there in the chat. I will be doing Blitz right after this at 10:30 for all our Thanksgiving Day games. Looking like 7 unders and 1 over being released. So make sure to stick around for that. Appreciate everybody there. Let's try to keep it rolling. On fire. Last text I got from Carlo last Thursday where your picks were dog shit. We've continued. we have gone to go on. Friday heater, turn it into a Tuesday heater. And let's
I got to keep you honest, you know?
Hey, that's fine. Don't let me get too big here. Is it Roslovic or Jarvis? Oh, sorry, it's Jarvis. I think I said Roslovic. Yes, it's Seth Jarvis for the over 2.5 points and the shot. Did I put something in there? Jarvis. Yeah, it's in there. Okay, let's leave it at that. Till Friday, my friend, on the giant slate that I'll have to wake up at 5 o'clock and look at all the matchups again. Lead us out, pal.